There comes a point in your life where you start understanding what you like, what you don't like, what clothes goes with you, what accessories go with you, what kind of car you drive, what kind of activities you do. You know, there comes a point in your life, and it doesn't really have anything to do with age. It's just a realization of life and where you're at and what you really like, what you enjoy. And in my case, even though I do maintenance work, I'm a maintenance supervisor, there came a point in my life where I started, understanding what kind of clothes I like, what accessories I like, what car I like to drive. I like to drive a Jeep. I drive my Jeep. They're not necessarily really expensive things. It's just things that I identify with, things that I enjoy having, and things I enjoy owning. And one of the things that I really enjoy is EDC, which is everyday carry. Things that I carry in my pocket with me, wherever I'm at. I take these things to work on the weekend. These are things that are in my pocket. These are things that make my life simpler, and I really enjoy these type of things. And today I want to talk a little bit about the things that I have, and especially I want to talk about a pen. This pen was sent to me by the company, by Bastian. They didn't ask anything. They just sent me the pen. They asked me if I wanted a pen, and if I do a video, they're not telling me, say this, say the other. So I'm gonna honestly say what I think and how I feel about this pen, because I have done EDC videos where I have talked with about what I have and the pens that I have. But in this case, I want to specifically talk about this pen, but not just the pen. I want to talk about the things that I carry with me and the things that I enjoy actually having in my life and carrying every day with me. So to start with, one of the things that I really enjoy is having a small wallet. I have a Trove wallet. This is as you can see, this wallet is basically as big as my cards. This thing doesn't want to focus because it's gray, and there we go. So the card's sticking out a little bit here. The ones on the bottom are sticking out. So it's basically the size of a card and the width of a card. It's a stretchy material, so it's stretching out. So I really, really, really enjoy having a wallet like this that I can just put in my pocket. I don't have to worry about losing it. It's more likely that I will lose a wallet in my back pocket, getting it on and off the truck or the Jeep, or taking it off, because when you're driving, you're all crooked. So having a small wallet like this, it does two things. First of all, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and second of all, I don't carry things that I don't need. And that's one thing. When I used to carry a bifold wallet or any other kind of wallet, I'd have it full of receipts, things I was never going to use, and I'd have to take time cleaning it. I wish it would have been money, but most of the time it was just trash that I kept on collecting and having. So one thing is a wallet. Of course, this is something that I really enjoy, that I really, really like. Of course, my wedding band, I kind of have to wear it, so there's not too much about it. I don't have to wear it, but I do like wearing it. A good pair of sunglasses. I've been using the Ray-Ban Wayfarers for a long, long time now. Wayfarers are not really expensive glasses. They're not cheap. They're not $5 glasses. These are a pair that are about $100. But I did notice that when I used to buy the gas station, the $18 sunglasses, or $15 or sometimes $10, I would lose them. I would break them. I didn't really care about them. They're all scratched up. The thing is that when I needed some sunglasses, I didn't even know where they were at. Most of the time they were broken, or somebody sat on them. I didn't care too much about them. Now I haven't lost a pair yet. I have, I think, 4 or 5 pairs, or maybe 6. I still have the first pair of Wayfarers that I bought. I bought them used at a pawn shop, and I still have them. And I take good care of them. I don't forget them. I'm always conscious of where's my glasses at. Where did I put them? Are they gonna get all scratched up? So having an expensive pair of sunglasses has actually, and like I said, they're not that expensive, but they're about $100. So has actually saved me a lot of money, because I would have been through hundreds of $10, $15, $20 sunglasses if I didn't have these type of sunglasses. So I do believe having the right glasses, that goes with my look, that I think, or that I enjoy. It's about what I like, not what others think. And having the sunglasses that I enjoy, that I like, and always having them available is something that's really in the long run saved me a lot of money. Now another thing is knives. I do have a whole bunch of knives. I have different knives. I have, for example, this This is a William Henry knife, which has a really cool, let's see, design on it. And these things are not cheap, these William Henrys. I didn't really pay too much for it. I got it at a pawn shop. It's a nice knife. It's a little knife. It's a fancy knife. It's good quality knife, but it's more of a fancy knife. The two knives that I do carry with me all the time are, I like this Kaiser knife. Got my Carta handles on it. It's a big knife. It's not a small knife, but I learned to really, I really like having a bigger knife. I don't see the point in having a really small knife anymore. If it's a knife that I'm gonna use, that I have to cut something with, that I have to do some work with, I think a big knife was really, I don't know if it's legal in all states. That's the issue with knives, but this knife I really like. It didn't cost me that much, but the colors that it has, the design that it has, it just goes perfect with what I like at this stage in my life. So having a good knife is always, especially this knife. I do love this knife. I do carry with me a Leatherman. That is more of a tool. It's not it's an EDC item, but it's more of a tool. But this is my knife that I really like. I really enjoy it. I mean, I don't tear it up because I don't want to damage it. Another thing that I really enjoy is watches, and I'm really into watches. The watches are a big thing in my life. I've done videos on this channel about watches. I'm actually a 3rd generation watchmaker, so I do know how to fix these things. I do collect them. I do have a lot of them. One of my favorites is this watch that I have right here, and this is the Black Bay 58. Again, with watches, you can buy really cheap watches. This is a Tudor. So Rolex makes Tudor. Well, no, that's not true. Rolex and Tudor they were founded by the same person, so they're kind of sister companies. They went their own different ways, but there's a lot of DNA of a Rolex Submariner and a Tudor, and this is a watch that I really enjoy. This is I'm gonna say this is my favorite watch. I do have Rolex watches and Omegas. I have a whole bunch of watches, but this is the watch that I think that I identify the most with. It's a good size, 39 millimeters for my wrist, and it's a watch that I really enjoy. And everything that I'm talking about are things that I really enjoy. These are things that bring me pleasure. Every day I use them, I carry them with me, and I really love having them. So, like I said before, you start getting older, or you start realizing what you like, the clothes you like, the clothes you don't like, the car you like, and you start buying. You start wasting a lot of money on things you don't want or like, and you just start spending your money on things that have value to you, to what you're gonna do with them, how you're gonna enjoy them. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here is this pin. Now, Bastien, they send me this pin. They watch some of my videos, and I think they know that I've done some EDC videos, and they send me this pin. Now, this is an amazing pin. I'll tell you guys, I've always carried a pin. Having a pin with me, always a metal pin, is something that I've always enjoyed. I do love pins. I've had many Parkers and other metal pins that I've always carried with me. I had never owned a pin like this. Now, even though they send me this pin, and I don't have to say anything about it, but I'll tell you, I've had it for a couple of days now, so I've been carrying it. This is a heavy pin. This is a big pin. This is a heavy duty pin, and of course it's got the bolts action. Let's see if I can clear some of this stuff out of the way. So this pin, I think I already bugged my wife and my daughters because I'm always playing with this thing. It's so cool. It's just man, I love this pin. I had never owned a pin like this. I had never had an expensive pin or a good pin. Now that I have this pin, I'm always gonna have it. Now, one of the pins that I always loved and enjoyed was a Parker, because I know the refills. I can buy good gel refills for Parkers that I really like. So I always buy the gel refills. It's there somewhere. It says gel, but these write really nice. Well, fortunately, this pin takes the same refills. And you would think, where do you open this pin at? It seems like it's a one solid piece. Well, fortunately, you can take it off, and and the refill is right here, which is the same thing that a Parker pen uses, or any pen that fits that Parker Jotter is a refill that's gonna fit this pen. The other thing that I was looking into their website, and let's say you lost this part. You know, usually if you lose a part like this, or your pen is no good. Say you lost these two things somehow, and you kept this part, and you would say, well, what good is a pen anymore? Well, they do sell these parts. They're not very expensive. You can buy them. That's one thing that I really liked about this company, is that you can actually buy the parts. You can buy the clip. You can buy the screws. You can buy this tip. There's a little gasket in there. You can buy that. You can buy refills with them. You could basically buy all the parts except for the main part, because that's the pen. So if you lose any of the parts, you can buy the parts. Now, this is for sure going to be my EDC pen. This is a bigger pen. I have really fat fingers, so I really like this heavy duty pen that I can grip really good, and you know, the writing that I did with this pen, it's really amazing. I even like the quote that they have, and it's right here. It's Bastian. At Bastian, we believe everyone writes their own story, and I thought that was a really interesting quote. And honestly, having a pen to me has always been really important, because, you know, I know everybody takes notes on their phone, but not me. I'm not that good at my phone. I do have a good phone. I'm not that good at taking notes on my phone, and I don't even think about my phone when I'm you know, somebody's giving me notes. I do have a whole bunch of notebooks all over the place all the time. So I do have notebooks in my truck and with me and in my bags, and I do have somewhere to write. But what I always have is a pen. I carry my pens in my pants. Some people like to carry them in their pocket. I've never liked carrying a pen in my pocket. And this is kind of a heavy pen. If somebody's gonna carry it in their pocket, I guess you can do it. This is more of a like carrying in your pants. So I would really recommend this pen if it's something for you and you want to have a good pen. And I know that a dollar pen can, you know, do the same thing this pen can do. But I'll guarantee you're going to lose all those dollar pens. And it's not that you're going to lose $1 every time you lose a pen. It's that you're not going to have a pen when you need it. That's the worst part about losing your pens, is that, you know, they could be a whole pack for $3. But if you don't have one when you need it, then what's the point of you know, buying the whole pack if you're not going to find a pen when you need it? And that, I'm sure that has happened to everybody. Now, a pen like this, you're not going to lose. You're going to keep. You're always going to save it. Now, they did give me a discount on this pen. If you go to the site here, I'm gonna link it. You'll get a discount on the pen. I do recommend it. It's an amazing pen. I saw that they have other things, watches and other things, but the pens are amazing. I only got this stainless steel pen, but they have some really nice pens. Anyways, that was my video today. I hope you guys are doing good, and it's almost the end of the year, and I hope you guys and everybody has a wonderful 2024.